Hello, welcome to another edition of Nayu Sabi TV. I'm your host, Victor. Today, what I want to talk about is what do men benefit from marriage that they can't ordinarily benefit from being single? What I mean is, what can they benefit from a wife that they cannot benefit from a girlfriend or somebody that they are not married to?
Why do so many women today say they don't need a man?
Because we're independent as hell.
If a man has friends, doesn't want kids, hires a maid and hires a prostitute, why would a man need a woman?
What? He can learn one or two things from a woman.
Like what?
Yeah, love.
Okay, do you think that men are incapable of love without a woman teaching them? Why do women think they're the ones who should define love and emotion?
We're more passionate, right? Yeah, we're more passionate.
Where's the evidence of that?
Well, let me start by saying ownership. When I'm talking about ownership, I'm talking about when you're married to a woman. Now you can say, this is my wife. She is your wife now that you're married, and you can claim ownership of her. When I'm talking about ownership, I'm not talking about owning somebody like a property, but you can boldly say, this is my wife, this is my own, this is my own wife. Another thing that a man can benefit is masculinity. When men get married, their respect level from their peers goes up. Other men will look at him as a married man and respect him as a married man. Women will look at him as a married man and respect him as a married man. Another thing that a man can get out of that is building a home. It is better to raise children in a household that a husband and a wife are both there to help raise the child or the children. It is a better situation than having children out of wedlock and raising them, like some people will say, having baby mamas. Having baby mamas and you are not there in the house and you are not married to them does not really create a better environment than having them in a household where the mom, the dad are both married and raising them as husband and wife. Also, statistically, men who are married live generally longer than single men. I say generally. That means in most cases, married men live longer than men that are not married. Okay, let's go to that aspect of ownership. When it comes to the aspect of ownership, if your wife is out, misbehaving, cheating, that takes away that ownership a little bit. It diminishes. Because now, she's everybody's woman. She's not just yours. 2, if she's out cheating and misbehaving, your image as a man goes down. So that takes away that masculinity part, because those behaviors are simply emasculating. 3, when you have a wife that doesn't provide peace, doesn't nurture, she doesn't create a good environment to raise children, it takes away from that building a home as a married person, because children thrive in homes where peace exists, in homes where respect exists. Children thrive when nurturing is provided. Now, on the aspect of men who are married living longer than men who are not married, if your wife is not giving you peace because she's out there misbehaving, or she's not disrespecting you in other forms, because cheating is extremely disrespectful. She's always arguing with you. She's not submissive. She's always nagging. That can actually kill a man quicker. So when you go to that aspect of married men living longer, if you don't have peace at home, if you don't have a good marriage, you can actually lose your life. Now, in certain Western countries, let's say, for instance, where I know very well, the United States, sometimes when you go to buy things like insurance, like home insurance, car insurance, and stuff like that, you get a discount. Some companies will give you discount because you're married. But also in Western countries, the rate of divorce is so high.
The man, I'm never going to get married. I don't want to get married.
Why?
There's no benefit for the man. He only has everything to lose. A man can be completely faithful to his wife, provide, protect, take care of the kids, obviously when he's not working, whatever. And the wife can step out and cheat. And what's the result of that? Man has to pay alimony, has to pay child support, loses his house, loses the cars, loses everything. Why? What's the point? And then, it's a coin flip. Flip a coin if your marriage is going to work. Those are the odds. Those are the chances. If you want to get married, cool. Throw a wedding, put the rings on each other, say your vows, and marry. You don't have to submit nothing with the courts.
Die alone?
The only reason why somebody is not okay being alone is because they're not okay with themselves.
Exactly. I agree.
That's it. Like, if you're not okay being alone, you have issues with yourself that you need to take care of.
Children do better being raised by both parents. And if you think that having a baby mama will provide the best environment for raising your child, that's up to you. However, it's not that successful. Children that are raised by single mothers, they do not do as well as children raised by both parents. Even children raised by fathers alone do better than children that are raised by single mothers. So if you are opting out of marriage and pushing yourself or gearing yourself towards having children by baby mamas, the success rate is not that good. I'm not saying that you might not have success, but generally speaking, the success rate is not that good.
To get married. When a man wants to get married, he's only getting married truly for one reason. Because let me be honest with you women, the men can work and provide for themselves. He does not necessarily need you to cook, clean, and have sex, because he can get sex from multiple women. They're giving it out. A lot of them can cook and clean. Their mother taught them, or they can pay someone to get it. The culture is telling them, do not get married. So why would a man go past what the culture is telling him and choose to have a wife? Because with a wife, you can now have love, you can now have nurturing, you can have support, you can have affection. This is what he can't get from a roommate. So if that is not what you're leading with in your relationships with men, is love, support, nurturing, and respect, this is why your husband is now pulling away, because in the beginning you gave him those things. But as you got into the relationship, you got bitter, you got resentful, you start seeing his flaws, start counting that against him, you start measuring him against other men, and now you're pulling back on the love, the affection, and the...
My name is Victor. I have also noticed that a lot of people are watching my videos, but they are not subscribing. I am really pleading that you subscribe, share my videos with friends and family, like, and also leave a comment in the comment section. In that case, I can respond and we can have an interactive community, because other people will also be able to respond to some of your questions and some of your concerns or some of your comments. I appreciate you watching my video. Please, I look forward to seeing you again. Ciao.